Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a great day. I want to tell you how when I work with my support provider, especially one of them, and we work all day long, and then when the shift is over, sometimes it can be a rocky road. Like my emotions are hurt, I feel sad, I feel frustrated or mad at my thoughts or just the conversation that we just had earlier, and I am really cautious of our shift and to be in a positive mood when we're working together. But sometimes when we are working together or our shift is ending, we go overtime by a few minutes when it was our scheduled shift. And I have a story to tell you about last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I was working with my provider in her backyard, and we were playing Scrabble for like 2 hours. And then by the last 30 minutes, didn't feel like playing Scrabble. So for like the last hour, when it was our 3 hour shift, I was with her from 9 till 12. That was our reduced schedule when the virus was happening anyways. But um, she had to calm me down because we had some deep conversations and I was feeling frustrated. And then I wanted my mom in the loop too. So Jenny called my mom and we FaceTimed the three of us just to settle things down and to get everyone on the same page with the restrictions and my family rules and how Jenny's agency is running her protocols and procedures with driving with people and day trips and stuff, and like how they clean and sanitize their cars. So my mom was in the loop with that, and I was frustrated at like how I wanted to like do more things, like plan for future events, and having my mom say, "Yeah, okay, you can do it," but she has a flat response every time because when plans change, I like freak out and have a meltdown and I become very frustrated because I am looking forward to those things. And I was after the phone call, I was very, like, I felt like the conversation didn't go anywhere. I just knew that my mom heard the information and Jenny was the mediator, so she could understand all points of views, mother and daughter. And um, we went through her garage to get out for me to leave, and the garage was closed. And she knew I was still mad and still like frustrated inside my body, and I gave her a little look and it's like, oh my gosh, like, okay. And then I was like, I'm still mad, like inside I was saying that to myself. And then um her job is to like make sure I'm safe, and I drove myself to her house and she just wanted to make sure I'm safe and just calm down before I leave after our shift. So Jenny is really good at gauging, working with me when I need to be calmed down. And she didn't press the button to open the garage until I calmed down, and I was like frustrated. And then I just like, okay, just like, okay. And then when the garage opened, she came out to walk me to my car, and then she knew I was still frustrated. I was walking fast when the garage door opened, and she said stop, and she wanted to still calm me down because I knew I could escape when the garage door opened, which, yeah, that was like my trick, was to act calm in the garage so I could get out and leave. Um, and I was not mad at her. I was mad at my emotions. I was mad at the conversation and not planning things. And it was nothing to do with Jenny. Like, she's an awesome provider. It was not her. It was just like me, my thoughts, the rules, the restrictions are still in place, and how other clients are doing things and I can't. Like, wow. Anyways, um, I know my ways to like get around. Okay, this you have to act calm. Then Johnny will open the garage. Then you can just escape out and just say, okay, thank you, and then run out. But no, she said stop. And then we had to talk and just have another 5 minute conversation before I was fully calmed down because, like, I have to listen to her, and she is making a safety call to protect me, to protect when I drive home, because sometimes I'm angry when I drive home. So I'm glad that she kept me extra 20 minutes when she knew I was still in trouble of myself. So after that, I drove home and I was fine, but I did text her a few times after, in the day, just about plans and how we can still plan for things. And my mom is totally fine with that, but we just have to just have updates of like what the society is doing right now and my family roles, and we have to follow that. And how my providers need to be on the same page with my mom and me, and it's just a whole big mess. But I appreciate how Jenny had to calm me down and make sure I was safe, and she cares so much about me as a client to just calm me down before I get into a moving vehicle. Even when she leaves my house, even if I just am frustrated during the shift, she calms me down. And that's her job, is to like regulate my emotions and help me, because I'm bad at that skill. But I just appreciate how I can still plan for things this summer with my providers and still look to things to do. But it's hard when the conversation's still flat, and how it's not like we don't know what we're going to be doing, but we have plans and they're set, but not set in stone. But I appreciate Jenny willing to do that and willing to really help me when I'm in crisis mode, and when I know, like, when I leave her house, when she leaves my house, when we work together, it's sometimes heated and it's hard to like plan things, and then boom, it doesn't go my way, it doesn't go anyone's way. But I know that Jenny is cautious, she takes extra safety precautions, and I know she's a safe person to be around, and um, she does everything to help her clients, and especially me. I'm her direct support client. Her other two clients are doing Zoom or a phone call or FaceTime, so I'm still in her weekly schedule and I still work with her every week for the most part. But I just wanted to just do that story just because I feel like it's really cool that Jenny would actually manage my emotions for me and say you can't leave until you're calmed down a lot. So that's my story. I hope you like it. And again, this is just what I like about her, is how she knows that I get frustrated. I text her, I email her with concerns. I say, I'm sorry, I don't want this to happen. It's like, I had a great day. It's just like, I can ramble on about my day. And I'm just grateful that she understands that she needs to calm me down in certain situations. But that's my story. I hope you like it. Have a great day, everyone.